Yeah, I was just knocking the cat out for the night.
Do you know what, Rodge?
What's that, Podge?
Well, I love a good old hard bed.
Do you know what I always say, Podge? I always say there's nothing like a good old hard, damp bed.
Do you know what, Rodge?
What's that,
I'd
Podge?
really fancy a lion in the morning.
Oh, really? Oh, I wouldn't be keen, Podge.
Huh?
Remember that fella, what was his name?
Who?
Henry Madden.
How could I forget? Henry the Sleeper Madden. Never out of bed before 10 o'clock.
Yeah, lazy bones.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, I remember the story now. It was his first day as a travelling salesman for, Dwyer's Fancy Goods.
If only he'd set off on time that morning, instead of lying round in bed. He'd have got back on the main road before that terrible storm in February 1957.
Then the poor Egypt's car breaks down in the middle of nowhere.
Oh, he was soaked through walking round the lakes in circles.
Tick Egypt. Well, he was just about fed up when he saw this house that he hadn't noticed was there before.
Ooh.
There was a glimmer of oil lamp in the window.
Oh, he followed it up the windy drive in search of a dry spot to rest his head for the night.
A woman dressed in black met him at the front door, almost as if she was expecting him.
Oh, the house is full,
She said.
We're having a wake. Everyone's in bed. The only space we have left is in the front room. I'm sure you'll find somewhere to lay your weary bones.
He walked into the front room. It was pitch dark. He turned to ask the woman did she have a candle, but she was gone.
But poor Henry was exhausted. All he wanted to do was lie down and get a bit of kip.
So he fumbled round the room and eventually found a box bed.
Oh!
It was a little bit small, but comfortable.
Comfortable.
Nonetheless.
Yeah. I bet he had a great sleep.
Oh, yeah, but for the first time in his life he woke up early.
Why's that?
It was the hammering of nails into the lid of his coffin that woke him.
Bang, 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 bang. I suppose Henry had the last laugh, really.
Yeah, haven't a lie-in since 1957.
A lovely deep sleep.
Yeah, 6 foot under deep. See you in the morning, Podge.
Yeah, good night then. Bright and early, Rodge.
Yeah. Shut up.
You shut up.
Shut up.
Quincy Bones and Timber Tampan version. But when me come about man original style and fashion. With this one called the boomerang. But the boomerang kind of jester man.
Big up Podge, man. Respect to I and I.
What in Hades are you at?
Oh, relax, man. Take it easy.
Turn that rubbish down, the whole house will fall apart. You'll end up waking Granny out of her coma. What's that you're smoking?
This be some special rhubarb leaf, man. I think you should try some. It mellows you out. Jeez, man. Jesus! What are you doing that for? You're wrecking me buzz.
I wreck more than your buzz. Mrs. Minge hasn't been dead a day, and you're already reefing stuff out of her allotment.
But she's got some great oriental herbs in there.
You do well to stay clear of that wacky-backy. You'll end up on the highway to oblivion, like Brad Fikowski from Methane, Michigan. It was an important day for Brad, one that was going to change his life for the better. Or at least, that's what he thought.
Was he having one of them trans-testicle operations, turning him into the woman he knew he always was?
No! He was carrying a suitcase full of cocaine, to the biggest deal of his life. The goods were to be exchanged with Michigan's most notorious mobster, Don Keyhole, for a cool $500,000. At the rendezvous, the Don sat with 3 of his cronies with a case full of money in front of him.
We gotta check the goods first,
said the Don. One of the Don's men took a knife out and cut one of the polythene bags open. As he raised the powder to his mouth, Brad pulled a gun and shot everyone in the room dead. Talcum powder wouldn't fetch much on the drugs market.
Now that's what I call living on the edge.
Yeah, right. He had taken a huge risk, but he was so confident that he'd get away with it. He jumped into his car and sped off on a predetermined route. So far, everything was going as planned. Just then, his mobile phone rang. Who could it be? He wasn't expecting a call. It kept on ringing. He picked it up. "Hello, Brad. Listen carefully," said the voice. "Don't take the next left. The cops are onto you. One of the Don's men was wired. Go straight to the hideout, and I'll call you back." Brad was confused. Who the hell was that? Was it a setup? He could hear sirens, so he took a right turn and headed for the hideout.
Who was it on the phone?
Well, the voice sounded familiar, but he couldn't quite place who it was. But his instinct was to trust the mysterious caller. Back at the hideout, he got his second call. "Hey, who the fuck are you? And what the fuck do you want, for fuck's sake, man?" shouted Brad. "I'm you, Brad," said the caller. "I'm ringing you from the future." Brad was stunned. "Listen, Joker. I don't fucking particularly appreciate you fucking with my mind at this particular point in my fucking career. So why don't you tell me who the fuck you are and how the fuck you got my number?" "Shut up, Brad, and listen carefully. I'm ringing you from the year 2040. I've just cut the prison warden's neck, and I'm calling you on the future phone to try and change my past and our future and avoid 60 years in prison."
So,
It was himself ringing himself from the near future.
it's hard to believe.
Indeed. But as Brad listened to the caller and to all the details that no one could possibly know other than himself, he began to be convinced. "There's not much time. Go to the airport as planned, but don't go to the Air Mexico check-in desk, because that's where we got caught last time. I've organized a new identity for you when you get to the airport." As he entered the airport, Brad received his third phone call. "Your false passport is in locker 325. Your new name is Norman Horn," said the caller. Brad laughed. "Fuck it, man! That's the fucking name I would have fucking chosen." "You did," said the caller. "Now the tickets I booked for you will get you to Mexico via Phoenix. The cops won't have thought of that route. You're on your own now. This is where our past and future merge. Whatever happens from now on is unknown, but I'm sure looking forward to our new life in Mexico." Brad said bye-bye to himself and boarded the plane for his new destiny.
So, did he get to Mexico?
Oh yeah, it all went smoothly. In fact, 2 months had passed and Brad was enjoying his new life. He constantly thought about the phone calls and how he could have ended up in prison for 60 years.
He was lucky, all right.
Spending all his ill-gotten gains in high living and bizarre sexual antics.
No, he was a bit more cautious than that. He had a bit of cop on. In fact, one day he brought his suitcase full of money down to the bank. He was going to put it in there for safekeeping. As Brad was crossing the road, his mobile phone rang. As he was reaching into his pocket to answer it, some crazed, drugged-up gun robber burst out of the bank. With only Brad standing between him and his getaway car, it only took a split second before Brad had a bullet between the eyes. As he hit the ground, his heart stopped beating, and his mobile phone stopped ringing.
Jesus, that's shocking. Of course, if you live by the sword, you die by the sword.
Indeed. So, what's that wacky-backy stuff like?
Oh, it's great.
Right.
You should have a go.
No.
Go on.
It wouldn't affect me. I have a strong constitution.
Go on, have a go.
That would maybe...
Well, hear this. Quincy Bones and Simba.
Come on, this is some righteous weed, Excellent. Hit me with some sensational sounds. Right in the body. Alright. Hey man, it's really good, man.
Commentary, are we on?
Good.
Oh, good, right. The
Yeah, we're
episode entitled Bargain Bride. Technical details, Rodge?
Huh?
Technical details.
It's colour.
Right.
Under
Yeah,
colour
myself
today.
and the brother here now, you're wondering why. To stand in for the director who couldn't make it in to do the commentary.
As he was ball deep in the cameraman when we rang the hotel room.
Oh, there we are now. That's the opening titles featuring Ballydung Manor, formerly Asylum, built in 1666 by Lord Cockring to house the shell-shocked soldiers returning from the Boer War in Bolivia.
Yeah, shut up, I'm on. Hey.
Oh, now, look there. Now, there's our bedroom,
There it
right?
is.
The camera crew, the pink lens, arrived down of a Saturday in film our stories of documented fact.
No, not you, love, no.
Tell him about the our lovely flowery eiderdown.
What?
The eiderdown cover. Tell
It's
him
a
about...
director's commentary, not feckin' changing my rooms with that smiley bitch. Oh yeah, come into me house, sand down me feckin' floorboards, paint the walls piss yellow, have some puff staple gun animal print gauze over me good windows, and at the end of it, expect a pat in the back and oh, I can't believe what you've done to the place, after destroying a good family home and turning it into a Turkish knocking shop.
We won't mention the eiderdown, so...
Right.
Something wrong with this bloody phone, you know.
There's nothing wrong with that phone.
Right, now, you see that there? That's Jimmy Dorgan's leg. You see it there in the
We
back
got a
wall?
week of eating out of that.
Oh, it was wonderful now. It was stripped to the bone. Now, the smoking jacket that I'm wearing, you're probably wondering about that. That's a dead man's jacket. Originally Billy Nipples, whom you might know better as the president of the Ballydung Swingers Association. Let's just say he swung a little too high and will never swing again.
Podge, most of your clothes now, they came from dead men.
Yeah, that's right. I like the comfort of broken-in clothes, you know.
No, but would you say that you've ever killed a man for his shirt?
Oh, indeed, and I have. And I surely will again. Right now, the live action there, you see it there now with the people and all. Now, they're not real people, you know. They're just actors. Did you know that, Rodge?
Jesus, you're joking.
No. Sure, the real people from the original story are undoubtedly dead, as most of our tales end in tragedy and death.
So them's actors then, huh?
That's right.
Like the Jean-Claude Van Damme's in his high karate, huh?
Yes, but not as gay. Now, the young girl, the lead, I suppose you'd call her, is played by Catherine Zeta-Jones look-alike. Catherine Eat-Me Jones.
Ah, the porno actress.
Indeed. On her day off from her new feature, Pump Me, Hump Me, Dumpin' Me.
Ooh, classy.
And her parents are played by Rose Fethard, formerly Father Fethard of the parish of Ballycummings, who's just back from Manila with quite a convincing gender swap, I think you'll agree. And the girl's father is none other than Willie Shrivel. You might recognise him from that 70s TV hit show, Undercover Bog Cutter. That's right.
That's right.
About a fella who worked for Bord na Móna and the FBI at the same time. Anyway, look at the acting there now. It's great, isn't it?
It's powerful.
Powerful, I say.
Now that's a feckin' star cast.
Indeed it is.
Been said. Billy Bat was quite.
Now, people often ask us, why do you share the same bed? So they do. And another thing people ask us is about stuffing animals.
I don't want to talk about that. Is it might prejudice my case?
No, taxidermy
No,
Rodge, the owl.
Oh!
In our bedroom.
Right. Yeah, well, you see, that was done by the local Ballydung amateur embalmer,
Yeah.
Crazy Jack, the stuffer with the knack.
Who kills to order, by the way.
That's right, yeah. Now, he swears that's the Late Show owl.
He does.
Beside the bed there,
I'm
yeah.
not sure now.
Oh, if you're interested, by the way, he's selling off a whole school of dolphin fishes. Yeah, dolphin fishes.
Very good.
He stuffed them last week.
Right, very good. Now, let's have a look now at what's going on, right? There's a wedding bit coming up now. We employed a Hollywood trick where we use small people, which gives the illusion that there's more there than there actually is there. And we shot them with, what was it again?
Kalashnikov.
No, that was later, Rodge. We shot them with the wide angular lens, that's what it is, yeah. Thus giving the illusion of broadness. You might think that there's thousands of people there in that shot, when there's actually only a couple of hundred people. Now, there's a little hint there for you
Feckin'
folks.
Hollywood genius bastards. Huh?
They are.
Huh?
True,
Huh?
true.
Like, who else would come up with shite like that, huh?
I don't know, it's
Them Hollywood fellas, huh?
I don't even like to get into that technical stuff
Good
usually.
God. Huh?
But we're doing the director's commentary, thought we should.
Jesus, huh?
Now, all the people there now at the wedding have been arrested and successfully prosecuted for sexual deviations so gross that we can't even mention here. But you see, we're doing our bit helping to rehabilitate them by putting them in a Podge and Rodge telly show, huh? You see that, huh?
And they're free as well.
It's nothing to do with it. No, the cost has nothing to do with it.
Huh? You know, Podge, people have said
What?
that our show is a fierce bad influence on young people with the use of strong language and lewd imagery.
Right.
Now, how do you answer those critics?
Well, Rodge, I'd like to say to them, fuck you and the guy you wrote it on, you repressed, scrote-munching knobs of Satan.
That'll do it.
Rodge, tell us about the lighting in our TV show.
Right, viewers. Well, it's two 40-watt bulbs and a standard lamp there, and we've a bit of shiny paper over the lamp, from a packet of Kimberleys.
Gives it a glow.
Gives it that glow.
It's great, isn't it now? It's very technical.
That's right.
And we've also makeup and hair on standby at all times. You may not have known that. But that's for the all-male crew that mainly use it to combine with their lingerie after the show.
They love their frilly knickers.
They do, that crew.
So, come here, is there anyone we'd like to thank?
No. Not anyone at all, no.
Right, well, that's about it.
Is it? Are we done?
Viewers, I hope you've enjoyed this special DVD on VHS, whatever that is.
It's a feature. It's a DVD feature on VHS. That's what it is.
Right.
It's unique. Unique.
Yeah.
Now, the credits will be coming up now. If you'd stop shiting on in the actual show. Wait around for them. I'm looking well, aren't I? Look. A natural red hair, that is. Mother had it. Mother before. Grandmother. When are the credits coming up? Seriously now, I'm parched after that director's commentary.
No. What are you looking at down there on the floor?
Now here's the credits.
There you are.
There they are now with writing.
Look at that.
And a photo in the
Look at them
background.
photos there, not bad for a blind photographer.
Now, you see there now, look
not
at that.
bad at all.
They're not children at all, they're little people once again.
Oh, look at them there,
Giving
left
the
and right.
illusion of children, as you're not allowed to use children on television ever.
All right. What about the Brady Bunch?
I'll kill you.
Huh?
Shut up. Good night. Thank you for listening. Oi!
The sound's going.
Director commentary man!
Turn
Look
that up. Turn this up.
Jesus. Sound man.